we'll see how we go. This is going to be a pretty quick update. How are you going over there? It's been super busy here. Been a bit of a family day, but I've just made it back and I've got a quick update for you. I've also promised to give you a really cool business video tip. So I'm just looking, there's from my end, people are not here yet, but it's no worries, you can watch it as soon as you get here. And there's also a little bit of a lag. So first of all, thank you so much for signing up or subscribing to my YouTube channel. And I think this is going to be way better doing the updates like this. It's more personal, it's real time. And then if you can't be here on time, you can just come to my YouTube channel and you can check out the updates. So this should be good. Now, a couple of news. First of all, I'll give you the tough news first. If you're waiting on the support request and it's been more than 24 hours, we are catching up, and basically I'm going to be up late tonight and we are going to get all the tickets up to speed. I don't think there should be any tickets more than 48 hours, but we try to keep it in 24 hours. So just hang in there. During promotion times, it can take a little bit longer to get to everybody, but we're doing our best, and thank you so much for your patience. Now, on this call, let me check here what I'm going to tell you. So first of all, I've got a business boosting profit tip. I've been doing this just recently. I love it. And that's working with numbers. One thing about business is when it comes to numbers, numbers don't lie. I'm going to give you a couple tips on working with numbers. Use these tips tomorrow. Use it for the next 5 days. And I guarantee it, you will make more money. You coming to watch this video will be worth it if you do this little exercise. I'm going to cover that in a moment. Also, I said I was going to do the WP Instant Leads. If you've got WP Instant Leads, please log into the members area after this call and download the new update. It's there, it's available. I'm going to show you what's different about it in a moment. I'll just give it a test run here. Hopefully everything will run smoothly. And let's do it now. Otherwise we're jumping all over the place. So just switch you over to my browser here. You can see the lag there. And I'm going to jump here to WP Instant Leads. And if you can hear me all right, just hit the thumbs up. That's much appreciated there. Show a bit of love. Okay, so WP Instant Leads. And what I've been basically doing, I've been trying to improve it, both how it actually works together with WordPress, to get a broader support with a broader service, but also to improve the export feature with these leads. So we've got a few extra buttons here. We've got the view options. So these are the different columns, and you can choose which columns you want to export. So here we go. We'll just do the consulting as an example. We'll go and grab some leads here. There we go, and you can, as you go down here, you can get rid of ones that are not interesting to you or that are missing the information that you need. And when we get to the bottom here, we can actually select the view option. So if you don't want the number there, we can get rid of that. If you don't want the address, we can get rid of that, the phone. And basically you can turn on and off the different fields from down here. And the cool thing about this is once you export it, let's say those leads are going to your colleague or to your staff. Well, you might not want them to have the address, for instance. So you just come here and you turn the address off and you can export the information you want to export. Also, if you had any problems with the export, I've kind of revamped it a little bit. So that should be good. The other thing that we've got changed is if you change your search max results and as well as the fields, when you come back here, it should remember automatically your previous settings. So here we've just got name, email and website selected. So now when we do our let's do dogs. Why not do a bit of dogs here? And you can see the columns that I had selected before are ready to go. So a little bit of a time saver. If you want to come back and turn them on, you want your address back, you can just click that. Okay, there we go. So all the addresses are coming up. Facebook is coming up. That's the WP Instant Leads. Let me come back and talk to you a little bit more. Cool. So that's the instant leads, and it's not available anymore. So if you don't have WP Instant Leads, you can't get it right now. It's not available, but if you purchased it during the promo, just log into the members area. You can download the new update. It's actually, I think it's version 1.2. It's the second update in this plugin. So that's done. And next thing I wanted to cover was going to be LeadRush 24. LeadRush 24, I built it basically as an example of how to set up a business, how to turn one product into a business. So basically you need different components. You can take one product, then you can do a free trial, you can do an entry-level offer, and then you can put your flagship offer and then even a premium offer on top of that. So that's what I did with LeadRush 24. I never set it up to sell it. It's almost the same as WP Instant Leads. So I'm not selling two products that are the same. However, I'm going to be doing it as a tutorial course next week. So if you're interested in the software business and you want a sort of a small introduction to it and you want to get the tools to actually do it yourself, I'm going to have all the information to you this weekend, and next week we'll go ahead, I'll take you through the whole system of how we put an actual funnel together that you get really nice conversions. And that's actually going to take us to our business growing tip today, which is awesome if you do it. Otherwise it's a waste of time. All right, let me check if we've covered everything here. I'll just quickly show you the LeadRush 24. So this here was the squeeze page. Let me see if I can bring it in a bit better. There we go. Squeeze page for LeadRush 24, and all we've got here is pretty much a headline and a video, and when people click that, an opt-in box appears. Now this is all it was, and it converts pretty well. So I sent this mainly to my list, so obviously I'm going to get a high opt-in ratio. But even with that, I'm really happy with this kind of conversion. So we've got 29% at the moment, 31 desktop phones even at 21%, and converting for tablets as well, which is really cool. So you need to have, you can do basically two approaches I use for building a business around a product, which you really maximize a product. And I will generally do, I will either do customer acquisition from the start with a low price offer, or then I'll do something free and let them help them to get to know me, get to know my stuff, what I'm about, and that I can actually help them, prove that I can help them. And then from there, I can go and sell them products. The way LeadRush 24 is set up, and the way I'm going to be teaching it to the group, is we have a free offer. So first of all, we're building leads, and we're trying to turn those leads into customers. And the first offer we have straight away after they opt in. This will be the first transaction, and this one's just $7.99. So I'm not actually promoting this offer, but I've put this together as part of the course where I'm going to be teaching this whole process of putting an offer together or turning a single plugin or a single offer into a business, into an income stream. Then we've got a business offer, so from there we can go to $46.99 or $47.99 or $97 if you prefer those price points. And that can be an upsell that comes directly after their first purchase. And what's often a good way to do it is actually require them to make a smaller purchase before you show them a larger purchase. Now, if it's under $50, you can class that as a small purchase as well. People will often go straight for a $50 product or even a $100 product. If you get over that, you might want to have a stepping stone offer, a smaller price offer before you offer something big. Otherwise, you want to have a trust building marketing process or a sales process. One of the best trust building sales processes would be to get on the phone with them, otherwise take them through a video series and help them get to know you. And then we've got some other pages down here, like the thank you pages for the different products and that sort of stuff. We're going to cover all of that. So that takes us to the end of this update, and now I'm going to give you the tip. Now, I'm not always giving you the business tip at the end. I'm not always going to be using it as a teaser, but hey, this time I did it. So here's the tip, and here's your little activity for the next couple of days. Well, we're going into the weekend now, so let's say next week you will do this. And you can actually, this weekend, if you've got some time, get a paper and pen and write down a couple of numbers. And just by writing down these numbers, you will automatically increase your profit next week. Just by writing down these numbers and having those numbers on you or carrying them around or even knowing them, it's going to automatically help you make more money. Sometimes we go tilt in our mind when we think, I've got to make more money this week. Well, if you think numbers, and I'm not just talking dollar numbers, I'm talking other numbers, I'll give you the ones I've got written down here, then you can think, how can I increase this number? And when you increase that number, you automatically make more money. So the first number you need to know is leads or prospects. So generally a lead might be the initial when you have a contact detail. If they are likely to become a client, they become a prospect. That's often a way we look at it. But basically, how many non-customers or potential customers do I have in my network? If you have those people in your network, you've got to be able to contact them. So probably the starting point is going to be email. Otherwise, if you can contact them by phone. So you need to have a number. How many leads or prospects do you have in your business? You need to know that number. The next number you really need to know is how many customers do you have in your business? So how many customers, people that have made a purchase from you, do you have in your business or organization? How many prospects, how many customers, how many repeat customers? And I know this is elementary, but a lot of people aren't doing it. You've got to do it. Knowing something means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It has zero value. So we're talking about what you're actually doing. So knowing how many prospects, knowing how many customers, and then knowing how many repeat customers, these are all numbers. These are not about 10, about 100, about 10,000. No, these are actual numbers you need to know. And then one more I'll put in there, and that's your average transaction size. So that might take a little bit of calculation if you're having multiple different products, but as soon as you've got that number, you can increase it. Now, every day of the week you could work on different number. So let's say on Monday, if you want, or if you need a bit of a cash flow boost, you can start with sales straight away. So one of the easiest sales boosting thing you can do is repeat purchases. So it's always easier to sell to customers that have bought already. So let's say Monday you want to make some extra money. You want to ask yourself, first of all, want to have that number. How many customers or repeat customers do I have? Or let's say this, how many customers do I have? You have an X number of customers. Okay, so how can I make some of those repeat customers? How can I change that number to be greater? So each day you can work with a different number, whether it's your leads, your customers, repeat customers, transaction size, and just really get obsessive about that number and think about how you can increase that number. So there we go. What I did today was I took a number. So I looked at my YouTube subscribers. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff on YouTube. And I asked myself, okay, I've got this many subscribers, so it's like less than 2,000. So my question was, how can I increase that number? I thought, okay, one thing I want to get more out of my comfort zone is just putting myself out there and showing people that they can do it too. You don't have to be a professional video guy to do stream stuff live. You don't have to be good at it. You just got to do it. Do it even if you feel uncomfortable. So I combined that together with getting more subscribers. So I thought, okay, instead of bombarding my list all the time with emails and updates and this and that, why don't I just do a video, a live video, get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then I can do the updates, which is what we're doing now. So that came from this exercise of asking, how can I increase my subscribers? Now, as a result of this exercise, I'll also build more trust with my audience. And I'll also be more accountable for what I say. So I can backtrack, hey, I've said that, I put my face on it, I better follow through with it. So it also helps me keep myself accountable to what I'm putting out there, what I'm saying. So you put your face on it, you better live up to it. So that's it for today. And there's pretty much nobody watching it, but that's all right. That these things happen and people will watch this video and more people will come and watch these live videos. But hey, work with the numbers over the next week. Try it out. Work with a different number every day and watch it. You want to make more money. I know this, but you don't want to do what it actually takes to make more money. So here's an exercise you can do. Work with numbers. Get excited about numbers and look at how to increase those numbers. So that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. And we will have another update coming very soon. Cheers.